Pisces. Thanks for joining me for your August 2017 forecast for the month. I'm using the Connolly Tarot deck by Peter Paul and Eileen Connolly, and it's an Irish deck with the Celtic images on the back. And I'm going to start with the Astro forecast. At the end of the video, I will be drawing from a very special deck that I've had for probably the longest. From Madame Lenormand. They are intuition cards, and I'm incorporating them on my VIMEO channel, so I'm giving you a taste of them here, and if you're interested, you can go to VIMEO, and all my links are below. Let's start because it's eclipse season, and it's a Mercury retrograde month. So on the 7th of August, we have our full moon lunar eclipse at 15 degrees of Aquarius. And I don't mind this for you, Pisces. In fact, you're one of the few signs where I'm not worried about this too much. Although, if your dreams are a little startling around the time of the full moon, this is why. This is affecting the house of intuition. This is the 12th house of the undoing and the house of release, and a house of endings. And this is a major ending for Pisces. Pisces is hanging it up in some respect because the full moons without eclipses involved are the full awareness and culmination of a summation of a project or an end result or a finality of something. And depending on where they fall, that's the area that they have energy within. And this is the 12th house of quiet, of rest. The eclipse brings exposure. There is a complete awareness and maybe even coming to you intuitively. Oh, I'm getting that for some Pisces, there is an internal awareness about something that has ended. Oh, this is deep, but I'm going with it. I'm already starting with the messages. Some of you have talked yourself into a situation or a relationship and then will talk yourself right out of it. What I feel is that this relationship is occurring in your mind because it's the 12th house of the subconscious. And even though you might not have had a tangible relationship, is the message, you feel like you've had one, and it's intuitively coming to an end just as much as it began intuitively. So some of you have had imaginary relationships happening here. And I can see why. It's Neptune is with you. Your ruling planet is dreamy, but it's also a little bit delusional and filled with illusion. So for some, you're not seeing things exactly in the clearest realm in which they're depicted to you. So maybe you've had your own imaginary experiences or have created circumstances mentally for yourself, whether that even involves limitation or not, and it's really not the reality. What I'm getting is that you've structured all of this in your mind, and at the full moon, it's about to dismantle in a way that it will serve you better. The only relationships you should be participating in are your real, tangible, flesh and bone relationships. So maybe this is applying to some form of internet dating or illusion online. So it can apply differently, but the message I'm getting is that Pisces, or the interpretation, I should say, from the astrology, is that Pisces is closing the door on something for good. It's a very final energy around the 7th because of the full moon, also the eclipse, but then in the 12th house of endings. You're ready to give up something. And I have to say, if you were ever willing to give up a habit or ready to give up a habit, now is the time, because you have such magnificent planetary positioning to assist you at this time. And you could really eclipse out a bad habit like that. The eclipse could take it right out in the house of endings. So use this to your advantage. Pay attention to your dreams. Keep the journal right next to your bedside. I never even need the 12th house activated to keep that happening. That just happens. But this would work for Pisces in that way, to keep aware of what's coming to your intuition, because there are no mistakes. So something needs to be seen here for you. On the 12th, Mercury retrogrades, the planet of communication and information, is slowing down. Retrograding at 11 degrees of Virgo, back into the 28-degree mark of Leo through September 5th. Starting the retrograde, oh yeah, look at that. Starting the retrograde in the 7th house of relationships, and then ending up in the health sector. Your happiness and your relationship or ships ignite your health, are connected. The healthier you are, the happier you are. And there is a lot of past love energy coming in here with Mercury retrograding in the 7th, the return of an old spouse, the return of, and some of you are like, oh no, I can just hear it. I don't want him to come back. You know, you don't have to answer the phone. You have free will. You don't have to check your emails. You can block and delete just like the rest of us. You have control over who enters your life. Yes, people can contact you, but if you take no action upon that, there's really no harm done. So keep that in mind. You are 50% participating if you return energy. But this review here, this retrograde, is supposed to have you take some account on the 7th house. Now, whether this is business partnerships, for some of you it will be a review of who you're working with and how you're working together. Because of it even falling back into the 6th house by 2 degrees, by that 28-degree mark of Leo, your relationship could also be impacting your work and how well you're working. So you want to make sure things are smooth there, and use the retrograde to review, to make edits to your life and who's participating in it. What I find very interesting now on the 21st, our new moon solar eclipse is at 28 degrees of Leo. This 28-degree mark of Leo is the degree in which Mercury went direct. So there is a very profound, fresh start, new communicated energy wherever you hold the 28-degree mark in your natal charts. Now, on a solar level, for you Pisces, this will impact your 6th house. But if you are lucky and blessed to know the time of your birth, that will really depict the 1st house of your natal chart positioning. So please watch your ascendant signs as well for this forecast. But there is a fresh start regardless in the 6th house of well-being and work and daily routine and regimen and health. So a new bill of health is what I feel like saying, a clean slate. Start fresh and make choices that are healthier for you is what I want to say for Pisces. Releasing an old habit in the 12th house and starting a new health routine on the 21st is remarkably beneficial and can really be strongly implemented because of the eclipse energy, eclipsing out an old pattern, eclipsing in a new one. And it will stick, has the potential to stick here. So give that a thought if you're at all uneasy about maybe some of your health practices or non-practices. It's time to get them incorporated. On the 22nd, our sun enters Virgo, and this is the 7th house. So your spouse, if you're married, your business partnerships with the warmth of the sun, our life force, there is a smoothing over here, a lot of warmth in the 7th house of relationships. For some Pisces, the return of a love or the review of your current relationship has helped you move forward in it by the time the sun enters that sector, and then will be there for 30 days. Mercury and the sun, though, are opposing Neptune when they are in Virgo. So what that could mean is that you are needing to assess relationship because it's not clear to you. It's unclear. The clarity with Neptune, like I said earlier, is a little delusional and can cause illusion. So pay attention to pay attention to the signs around you. Your dreams are your friend right now. Your instincts are your friend in the 12th house. On the 25th, Venus enters Leo. This is the 6th house again. So there is a beautiful harmonizing energy, balance. Practices like yoga, meditation, when Venus is in the 6th, would be beautiful. But you also have a lot of support with Venus working out with females, the female energy in the 6th house, or women at work is how that can be interpreted, is harmonious, and there's more balance there. Saturn also goes direct on the 25th. He's been in Sagittarius for 2.5 years. He goes direct at 21 degrees of Sagittarius through December 22nd of 2017. And he has been working on your career sector, Pisces. So for the last 2.5 years and for 3 years total, this energy is discerning the career path and helping you learn lessons about becoming your own authority, who's in charge. The 10th house of the father figure, the paternal energy is highlighted. Let's get to the cards and see what comes up for Pisces. And if you'd like to read with me, I'm at audreyalison.com. I read all through the week, so you can select your reading there, and I'll get back to you in an email within 48 hours, and we can set it up. The first card for Pisces, the Knight of Pentacles. This is the 6th house of health and wealth. Wow. The Knight offers protection to your income, the earth. It could be a younger earth sign man, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But I'm actually feeling that this is about the protection of your 6th house of work and the protection of your well-being. When Venus enters the 6th, the new moon solar eclipse in the 6th. This is Pisces, King of Cups. See all the dolphin action for Pisces? So this is the water sign, male or female, but male, Pisces, Scorpio or Cancer. But this is your intuition. The King of Cups, taking the person out of it, taking the application of it, applying to you. It's the highest form of intuition in the cup cards. So, like I said, 12th house of trusting your instinct and your dreams is very strong, heightened with the king. Page of Pentacles. Now there's messages coming in. Someone has a job offer for you. Someone has news of an offering of work or a better health plan. Could even be property, Pisces. If some of you are looking, you don't have a lot of property highlighted here astrologically, but you do have stability and balance in the 6th house of health and work and well-being. So if your work is going well, wow, 10 of coins, look at all that. Look at all the coins around Pisces now with your sixth house activated, your earnings. So someone's got a job offer for you. You've got family money. The 10 of coins could be either inheritance or it could be the accumulation of what you deserve in the workforce. Oh. I'll just show this again. You've earned all of those coins, so it's time to maybe even purchase something yourself, but this is news coming into you. I think Mercury Retrograde is going to have you hearing a lot. Oh, also, and maybe I said this, if I'm repeating myself, I'm sorry. I really don't even know what I say from minute to minute because I'm like channeling and, doing what I do, but some of you could hear in the Mercury Retrograde back from a position that wants you back, who's thought about it and they want to have you come back in. Easily with the Mercury Retrograde. More often than not, you hear from people from the past anyway. And let me get to the intuitive cards. I love them. And as I'm using them, I'm realizing how young I used to be when I started reading them, because some of my memories come flashing back in all the other places that I lived in when I had this deck. Let's see, for Pisces, your image. Ooh, okay. Yeah, complete ending. the cutting off the scythe, the cutting off of the full moon eclipse in the 12th house. Something is coming to an end. You're like done with it. You could cut something off. You can cut someone off. You could be completely done with a particular mindset or these imaginary experiences for some Pisces that I got, oh yeah, in the beginning of the reading. Something about having a relationship or conjuring up this relationship mentally because of the 12th house. And then maybe witnessing something that rubs you the wrong way and you're like, wait, what am I doing? I'm over it. I'm out of this. And then here's where you put the axe on it. So if you're interested in these cards and how I read, check me out on Vimeo on demand, Audrey Alison, Medium Messages. And if you're interested in learning more about the tarot, I have a tarot course that I wrote, and all the links are below if you're interested in checking them out. I'm wishing you a beautiful August. Remember, the sky is limitless, so reach for the stars.